let's go to the section, other section part. This other part is like this. This other part now, this is you. This is you. You are looking at this side. This is you. This we are looking at. You enter inside this door. You do not see it. You enter inside the door. You see this edge, the door frame. You enter. What you are seeing here is just plain wall. There's nothing here. No window, door here. You are going. You enter inside this window. You see this edge, and your window frame. So let's go into details now. I've explained to you foundation. I don't want to go deep into that again. So let me just set my plan down. This is my plan. I enter inside this wall. Straight down. Straight down. There's nothing here that I'm seeing. So I enter inside this window. Straight down. Straight down. That's all. That's all for the plan. So for the roof plan, this is why I cut you. This is why I cut you. When I cut from this side, and yes, now this is why I cut. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So for the roof plan, we also have our 600 roofing covering the block. 600 roofing. 600 roofing. Same thing applies to this one also. Don't forget your 150 tie beam, your 50 mm ceiling noggins. So 50 mm eave. 50 mm eave. If you observe very well, you notice that in this part, when you cut inside this roof, you are seeing this small roof before you see the wood. So you will see the ridge cap, you see this small roof. This is how it is. This is your ridge cap now. And you see this small roof. You see this small roof. Sorry, I'm using finger sketch. I don't want to skip this part because you need to understand it ASAP. Before you be seeing the roofing member, when you cut inside this side, you have entered inside the roof already. You'll be seeing the wood under. You'll be seeing the remaining roofing up because the roof is slope. It's not on a vertical or horizontal line. It's an angle side. It's slope. When you cut like this, you see the small roof on top, and when you look under, you see the roofing member. So that's for that. We don't have much to discuss here than the windows and door. So I told you that there's a door here, and you cannot suspend a door without linted. Linted is used to suspend the door and to tie buildings together. So 225 mm linted is needed here because there's door there. 225 mm linted is needed there because there's a window here. Your window is high level window. So here's your door. You see the line. This door now. You see this line. When you cut here, you see this line. Yeah, I've drawn it. There's a door frame inside here. The next line, the last one, that's it. This one is a line here. You see your window frame here. That's it. So we are getting our sections done. Hello, I'm there. So we have to start taking our results. Sorry, lest I forgot. Same thing happens here because the wall is sitting on foundation. You can put the foundation there. But in some scenario, as an architect, you may not draw this foundation if you are doing your project. Because I'm just explaining to you guys because as a beginner, you have to know every reason why so many things are done. So you can also build your own imagination to design. Your BRC, your German floor, sorry. Natural ground level. You can see how it connects together. Foundation footing. Foundation footing. Foundation footing. Foundation footing. Your blinding. How are you going? So, solid block, just as I explained from this one. Lateral filling, lateral filling, lateral filling, lateral filling, lateral filling. Your hardcore. Your hardcore. You can ask me any question in the comment section or message me direct. I will answer you. So, let's go to the roofing member. What you'll be seeing here is your purlins. You have how many purlins here? These are your purlins. So you'll be seeing your rafter according to how you arrange it. So let me just try and do what it looks like. Your fascia board, don't forget 50 fascia board, very important. I forgot to add your ceiling noggins. Let me do it here. Ceiling noggins. That was 900 spacing or 1.2 spacing, depends. So our natural ground level. This land you are seeing here is your natural ground level. This is it here in the section. This is land you are seeing here. You digging, you dig like this, you dig like this before you backfill to your own result. This wall you are looking at here, inside this place, these are the walls, foundation wall. Before you do your German floor, start another wall. So let me show you guys dimension style for this. So you can have I've teach you guys how to draw dimension in my scale, so I don't need to start measuring, giving you tips on that again. You already know what to do. Maybe I am coming. So now you have a 50 mm, you have a 225, you have a 600, you have a 300, you have a 150, you have a 2.1 door, we have a 225 lintel, we have a 675 block work, we have a 50 mm ceiling noggins, we have a 100 mm the space between ceiling noggins, we have a 150 mm tie beam, we have a 2 meter roof. So don't put your scale to get your override dimension. It is wrong because Your scale may be increasing by 50 or 25. You just do yourself one thing. Plus all this together, calculate it together and write your overall dimension here. AutoCAD, Revit, they will give you the perfect dimension, but hand drawing, calculate it plus 50 plus this together to get your overall dimension. Don't just say you just put your scale and put it there. You will get what will be higher than what you calculated 3 meter. So kindly write there shop. So this is the end video for the one single shop project. We are starting another project of doing 4 shop. You know, this is just a one shop. This is a one shop now. We are doing 4 shop now to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the result. And you cannot have this 4 shop without having their walkway. Just give them their walkway. You cannot have the 4 shop without giving toilets. Put toilets here for them. Male and female. You can extend the walkway also. So that's 4 shop toilets. This is our next project now.